They can use it and get a victory.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down following the run.
Come on, let's go.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And that is incomplete here. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Here's Brissett. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jason Witten, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback. In his 3rd year now, it's Blake Bortles.
And each year when he begins play, he has the potential to put up big-time numbers. Hard to remember that this was a guy when he was coming out of high school. Most of the top schools wanted him to play tight end.
Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. On 2nd down, Williams. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's got time. And he fends him off. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the punter Ryan Quigley is on in his 4th season out of Boston College. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looks for Nelson, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And on the left side, he's got Witten. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Brissett. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go. 1, 9. 1, 9.
Brissett. And this is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And they're going to have a third down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. On play action, it's Bortles. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Returnable here from the 38. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They pitch it out to Johnson. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Brissett. And his throw here is incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come out here in the I. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. On second down, here's Bortles. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, here's Williams. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now a first down following that long gain. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll go on the ground. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Offside. Defense. Still 3rd down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they give this time to the tailback. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Brissett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Again, it's Williams. And there's a flag on the field. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Offense.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we will... What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. And this will be a touch. Back as that sails over the end line. They start the second half here with Williams. There goes D'Angelo Williams. 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 72 yards. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Wendell Smallwood, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on 1st down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Here's Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jason Witten with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing is Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles surveying the field. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Green 39. Green 39. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Penalty marker is down here. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Holding offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the past. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Getting ready to go here on offense again. D'Angelo Williams trots back out there. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run it again with Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Bortles to Decker over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Holding offense.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. From the gun, it's Bortles. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now Bortles. And this is caught. It's Decker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And finding Fedorowicz. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Thomas, the lone receiver left. Again, it's Bortles. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jatavis Brown picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have on the verge of breaking. And what they want to do.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Sheldon Rankins, the rookie from Louisville, getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's Brissett. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a handoff, Johnson, and there's a flag on the play. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Brissett. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Getting it out left side to Sanu. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Flush to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get
pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Still second down.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One final try now for Bortles. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Men, and they are challenge. Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop, sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast, then it move west, down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold those and throw your hands up. Pass me a cup with in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my body and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. 24, we striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. We are giants. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio. Platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest. They blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this. Before you with this, you better watch jumping off the building up. Yes, oh, got the heat up the show. Face up the thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey, Paul, let him know. I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one. Novus ordo seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests.